Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Head Candy fans. Okay, your girl Jill is back. Let's go over a little bit of who I am. My name is Jill. I live in Ontario, Canada, and I love Head Candy. Hey, ladies! I love Head Candy. I think it's amazing. I have had a few hair straighteners in my life, and nothing compares to the 1-inch Miss Press. The way that this glides through your hair, no pulling, nothing, is phenomenal. Okay, but we are pumping up the volume tonight. Hey, Shannon. Hey, girl. Hey. And we're going to use the Rebound. Okay. So first you turn it on, okay? And then if you want to switch the temperature, you just press the power button again, okay? And then once it's heated to where you want it to be, you're going to turn on the fan. Now, what the Rebound is different, I just want to kind of explain how it's a bit different than, I have so many tools here. Okay, so how it is different than a regular curling iron is, this doesn't open up, whereas a curling iron does, okay? So that's your difference there. Then, hey, Jessica, the difference between the 1-inch Miss Press is that these are both hair straighteners. You can totally straighten your hair with this. What you do if you're straightening your hair, you just hold it down as you go down your hair. And then, of course, with this. Now, you can curl with both, all right? But the difference of the Rebound is the fan, which I will turn on right now for you. This is going to cool your curls as you are doing your hair. For anybody who follows me, hey! Oh, the cold in Tennessee. I cannot believe what Texas is going through. That is insane. Insane what you guys are going through. Just, yeah. Like, especially Texas. I'm like, it snows in Texas? No. But I do know it does because a girlfriend of mine moved from Alberta to Texas. So I do follow her. So your difference is that, again, you can curl your hair and straighten your hair with the 1-inch Miss Press, and you can curl and straighten your hair with the Rebound. But again, the Rebound has this fan, which is going to curl or cool your curls right away, which means you can play around with them. So we'll turn that off for just a second, and let's get started with our hair. Okay, first off, we're going to put on some third wheel spray. I have it in the travel bottle because I have one at my hair station, and then I have my big one in the bathroom because when I get out of the shower, I put it on right away. And I'll show you. I towel dry my hair first, then I put it on, and then I comb out my hair. Hey, from Kentucky. So third wheel spray. The reason why it's called third wheel is it does 3 things. It is a leave-in conditioner, and it's fantastic, okay? It's a shine spray, and it's a heat protectant, okay? So shake it up first. You got to shake the juice, and then just go ahead, spray it on your hair, and let it do its work. All right, so then we're going to talk about some of our products that we can use to go and give ourselves volume. Yes. Okay. First off, you could use some dry shampoo. All right. That's going to give your hair some grit, especially because I just cleaned my hair today. So I'm going to go and put in some dry shampoo just right there. Now, if you'll notice, there was no white residue. And then I just use my fingers and just kind of get it in like that. And then if you're really greasy along your hairline, go ahead and use it along that part. Okay, so that is what I did. So first off, I did the Jesus Juice, as it's called, Shannon. And then I did the Wannabe Dry Shampoo. Then we are going to use our Airhead Shake Texture Spray. This is really, really great if you have fine hair, okay? Because it is going to give you that texture to be able to hold the curls. So if you're like, I don't understand, I curl my hair and an hour later, it's all fallen out. It won't be like that if you use the proper tools and products to get yourselves there. All right, so shake it. And then I'm going to just lightly spray some through my hair. And as you can see, I'm holding it up just as I do that, okay? And then already I've got some good volume going on. Now, normally I put this on at the end, but actually I'm gonna go and put it on at the beginning this time, just to kind of play around, because that's another thing that's really important. When you're doing your hair and your makeup or whatever, clothes, play around and see what you find works best for your hair, because what works best for my hair might not be what works best for your hair. Now, I normally put it on when I'm done, but yes, you do. You totally do, Anna. It's amazing. So first off, I'm going to go brush my hair and like so. And then of course, you guys know I love to have a comb and then alligator clips. They're so essential when you do this. Now I'm going to figure out where I want my part for my finished hairstyle. Okay. So again, I normally do Drama Queen when I'm done, but I want to switch it up and I want to have a lot of volume and I want to be in control of more of where it all goes. And like I said, I like playing around. So this is called Drama Queen. I describe it like instead of like a dry shampoo, I describe it like a dry hairspray. That's what it's going to be like. Yeah. See, Michelle, you need some other products. Like some women's hair, they can just go ahead and curl it. They don't even, some women don't even have to use like a heat protectant. Some women do. The Airhead, I think you would really like, because it gives you that grittiness that you need to hold a curl. Oh, thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. So we figured out where we want our part. Now I'm going to take the Drama Queen. So watch this. It's like this white powder. Okay. And then just kind of gonna go and work it in. Now I worked it in on the top part because I have blonde hair. Well, colored blonde hair, but you know. And then let's go and just put a little dab underneath. And when you feel it, you will feel how it's like this, like I said, it's like a dry hairspray. Okay. And then put a little bit more. We're going full volume tonight. Okay. Full volume. And then, like I said, I use my fingers to really pump it up. And then I'm going to go to the back. So instead of like back combing, you remember the back combing? We're not going to do that. We're going to use product instead. Okay. So just put this on and then use your fingers, rub it all in, give yourself that volume. So already you're seeing the volume, and then you can just kind of comb it to where you want it to be. All right. Now we're going to go and do our alligator clip. Okay. And if we're not getting enough volume, because like I said, I haven't done it before. I've done my hair before. If we find we're not getting enough volume, we can just go ahead and add it afterwards. But I like to try new things out. Okay. So I've got it set to 350. Now I'm going to turn on the fan. So if you can see this, there's your power button. If I wanted to adjust my temperature, I would tap my power button. When I want to put on my fan, I just press the button. Okay. If I want to turn it off or on, you hold the power button. Tapping it is to adjust your temperature. Holding it turns it on and off. So we're going to put on our fan. All right. I always comb through a section before I do it. You just put your hair in like this. And then we're not even going to do our ends. Just like that. Okay. And then you just go to your next section. Now I'm going to go and do this slowly, but if I was not doing a live video right now, I would go much faster and it wouldn't take this long. Okay. So you just put your hair in, turn, very easily turns. I'm not going to go all the way down to the end. There we go. See, different types of curls. All right. And with this one too, I really like that you can do bigger sections. Okay. And with the rebound, you can go either way. So watch. Now I'm going the other way. All right. And pulling it. So that will give you also more texture, more volume, because that's what it's all about. is getting the texture, the volume, and all that fun stuff. Also, make sure you guys share the videos. It'll totally work for thick hair because look at that spacing in there. It totally works for thick hair. The one upper, I don't know if anybody on here has it, but it works on thick hair. My friend and her daughters, I'm talking like horse thick hair, okay? That's how thick their hair is, and they have a ton of it. They were able to straighten their hair with the one upper. Like, it's a straightening brush, and they were able to do it. That's how good Head Kandy's products are. Like, they're not kidding around. If you use the hair straightener, you'll know what I mean. So you just take your time with the curl, okay? That one I actually did do the end, just because it's a bit shorter in the back, and I can't get the full curl that I want because, like I said, my hair is only so long, right? Always make sure that you comb your hair first before you do a heating tool on there. And look at that shine that it gives too. Like, I really, really like it. I also like switching around my curls. I like that I'm not doing the ends right here. I think it's gonna look really good. Okay, so should we start in the back? Yeah, why not? I normally don't start in the back, but you know what? It's Thursday. Let's do it. You know what? I used to want thick hair, and then you think about how long it takes people to blow dry their hair. Now, I have the BFF hair dryer, which is thebomb.com. How much is the other one? The one upper or the rebound? I'm actually not even sure how much it is, because when I go on, because I'm Canadian, what's really great about Head Kandy is that when you go on the website, it shows the American price, but then it converts it right away to Canadian so that you don't even have to worry about what the price is in American. Now, you'll see it at the end, because if you are Canadian, they will charge you in American. But it's not. What's the weather like up in Canada? You know what? Where I live in southern Ontario, I'm really close to Syracuse, New York. I'm like 2 hours away. And so we have very similar weather, I think, because I talked to a couple people there. And what's our weather today? It wasn't too bad. I mean, I'm a bit of a princess, so I don't I don't go out when it's cold. But yeah, you could totally use this with long hair too. You just wouldn't start your curl where I start my curl, Jessica. You would start it, so let's just say your hair was down to here. You would start it like mid-shaft, okay? Yeah, so the one upper is fantastic. It can totally straighten everybody's hair. And when you are using a product, like a tool, here, I'll turn this off. When you are using a tool, start off with a low temperature and work your way up to a high temperature. Don't start off at 450, okay? Because most people's hair does not need 450 degrees to go and style it, okay? So start off low, see how it works. If you're not getting it straight enough, if your curls are not lasting long enough, then you can bring up the temperature a little bit. Use some different products. See what works best for you. But yeah, definitely don't start off like at 450 or whatever it is. You know what though, Haley? It depends. Like, it's just, our weather is very, very similar to your northern states, like Maine, New York, Montana, Washington. Washington and Vancouver, like BC, have pretty much the same weather. So it really just depends. Like, obviously we don't have anything like Hawaii or Florida, although I really wish Canada would buy a tropical island already, because I'd love to have one where I could just go with Canadian money. Man, the rebound is only $90. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Okay, so as you saw, I kind of really twisted that one a little bit extra, because you know what? It's Thursday. Let's go extra. I don't know what kind of day. You grew up a little bit south of Syracuse. There you go, Andrea. Yeah, I love going to New York. So I live really, really close to Watertown. But unless you're in New York, most people don't know what Watertown, New York is. Although it was featured in an episode of Law and Order Special Victims Unit. So there you go. Okay, so now we're going and we're not touching the ends. Okay? So yeah, make sure that you get yourself some third wheel spray. I 100% recommend that one. I personally love the Airhead. I think it's amazing. And, oh, thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. Yes. You know where Watertown, New York is, do you? That's awesome. Okay. So who else here is from Canada? And then where in Canada you're from? And then if you're not from Canada and you're from the States, have you been to Canada? And what did you think? Look at that curl. I'm telling you. Yeah, so like Colorado is similar to Alberta's weather, where you don't really get like a long fall or a long spring, and you can have any type of weather at any time. You were debating moving to Canada. Really? That's cool. Okay, so this one I'm kind of going around and around. Now, do you see how different these kind of curls look? This is why we play around. Now, you could go and now comb them out because they are all cooled. So I like to finger comb my curls when they're done. Okay, now we're gonna do our top layer. You've been to Canada and you loved it. Nice. Okay, so we've already gone and did where our part is going to be. When you are doing the top layer, because we already put in the Drama Queen, try not to comb out that Drama Queen, but start your curl right at the top. That's gonna give you some extra volume, okay? And see how different that curl looks? Play around with it. See what you like. I love it too, Jeannie. I love it too. All right, here we go. And we're gonna start it off close to the root. It's not burning at all. Take your time. Because what's really great about this rebound is that you'll notice the plates are not touching, which then again means that you're not having that direct hot heat on your hair. So it's like when you're using the one upper, it's not getting on there like crazy amounts, right? It's being surrounded by heat, but it's not being the heat right on it, if you get what I mean. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's like sometimes I have like these thoughts in my head, and then trying to explain them is, you know, well, anybody who's watched me knows I get distracted as I'm going. Okay, so we're gonna go start at the base, work our way around, kind of just curling as we go, and then pulling it out. And like I said, we're just kind of giving it that extra little bit of volume there. And we're not doing the ends. The rebound is fun, okay? You need to use it. If you've not used it yet, you totally need to, all right? And then I've used it 5 times now. And I find that each time, like you get better and better. Oh, I'm totally a squirrel. You get better and better at it. Now I'm gonna try a thicker piece, but we might change our mind and then do 2 thinner pieces. But I just wanna go and show you. So you can bring your hair down with it. It's up to you. And then you're just pulling it out like so. Sorry if you guys can't see. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna do thinner pieces here. So shiny, Jana, so shiny. Okay, and then as you can tell, I'm bringing the piece up, okay, because I want to give it that extra volume. All right, so I'm taking my time and I'm trying to really give myself that volume. So bring your hair up when you're doing it. If you bring it closer to your head and you're bringing it down, it takes out that extra volume. There we go. Okay, so let's turn off the fan, but we're still gonna leave it on in case I wanna go and play around with it again. So if I was curling my hair with Any other curling product, I would have to wait for it to cool before I play around with my hair. But this one you don't. So we have the Drama Queen in there. As you can see, there's no like white residue at all. You guys saw me put it in there. Okay, we've definitely got volume, but it's not like 80s volume, if you guys kind of understand what I'm saying there. Yeah, I'm loving it. I like the straight ends. I find I like playing around with my texture. I like having different types of curls in it. I like doing different curls. I like having sometimes, what products did I use, Sterling? Okay, I will show you. First off, I use third wheel spray because it is a heat protectant, which you totally need. Then I went in with some dry shampoo, okay, because my hair gets really greasy really fast. And then also to give it extra volume. Then I went in with the Airhead spray texture because I also cleaned my hair today. And then I did my Drama Queen, which is like a dry hairspray. And I did it before I did my hair, which normally I don't. But I actually don't think I mind it. Okay, yeah. So I like switching up my curls. And because it is all cooled, these should last. Okay. And then if you go behind and you're like, oh, it's not curled enough for me, or it's too PC or anything like that, use your fingers and really just manipulate how you want it. But do you see the volume that I have just from when I was doing it, I was holding it up. Okay. That is a really good tip. Hold it up if you want volume. If you want to have your hair more flat to your hair, to your head, which I totally do sometimes, pull your hair down. But if you want it up, keep it up. All right. Now we're going to finish off with some hairspray because I'm actually very, very satisfied with this. I think, no, I like that. Just trying to see the back and see where I have it at, but I like it. Okay. So we're going to turn this off. So again, to turn it off, you hold the power button. And then there we go. Now we're going to go in with some hairspray. And I got to tell you, this passive aggressive hairspray is insane. I've never had a hairspray that doesn't make me want to cough and everything like that. This actually, it doesn't stink. I mean, who would think that your hairspray wouldn't stink? It's amazing. Oh, thank you. I don't even remember where I got them. They're that old, but I like them. I like them too. Yeah. So let's go. Ooh, gonna order some skincare. You'll have to tell me how it is, ladies. Let me know. All right. So I'm liking how my hair looks. I'll show you guys the back first. Like, I don't want it super curly. That's not what I'm looking for. Yes. So like I said, because I'm going for the extra volume, that is why I use that many products. But normally, like I always use third wheel, like always. It's a given. And then the dry shampoo, because I am almost out, because I love it. Yeah, it is a total game changer. Oh, it is, isn't it, Cassidy? It's insane. Like, I can't believe that there's a hairspray that doesn't stink. Okay, so what I like to do before I go and put in my hairspray is I'm going to use my fingers underneath. I'm going to my bottom layers and I'm just kind of pushing up a little bit. Okay, just push it up a little bit. Give yourself more volume. Now, again, anybody who's watched my videos before knows I do not have a ton of volume in my hair. My hair is very, very fine. It's clean. It's fine. I have a good amount of it, but I don't have voluminous hair and I don't do a round brush. And I know a lot of people do, and I think it's really great that they do, but I just don't have the patience for it to give myself that volume. So this is a really good amount of volume. So here we go. Now with the hairspray, I'm talking as the hairspray is all here. Okay. Can you do that with a regular hairspray? I think not. And then what you can do to go and add more volume after you've done your hairspray is just go ahead and do that again. Now, if you want to, you can go and just spray lightly on your curls, okay? You don't want to focus too much on spraying it on the curls. You want that natural movement. And while, the hairspray is fantastic, it is, but I really, really like my hair moving. And I like a natural, Like, I want my hair to move, okay? I want the volume to stay, but I want my hair to move. So there we go. Now, if you wanted more volume, you could totally add more Drama Queen, but I'm pretty happy with this. This is really good for me, especially with my fine hair. Yeah, it is like a hair perfume. You're right, Head Candy. It is, and it smells good. And then you smell good afterwards, and that's just perfect. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm really loving this look. I do. So now that my hair is getting longer, I find I'm like bringing it forward more, and I don't have as much of it in the back as before. Like anybody who has short hair, I mean, you know that you can't really bring your hair forward, but then once it's past your shoulders, you're like, oh, I can bring it forward now. Look at all of it go. So there we are. We pumped up the volume with our hair. Again, this is a really good volume for me. I don't look like I have a helmet head, which is a big deal for me. And my hair will move still, which is super important, for me, and totally looks natural. And I didn't really need a lot of products. Like I really didn't end up having to use a lot of the products that I put on. So I want to say thank you so much everybody for watching and for sharing. And thank you so much again, Head Candy, for having me. And I hope you guys have a great night and pump up that volume. All right. Thanks so much, guys.